Alright, welcome back to another Koenchi-shan Reviews. And today is the day we've all been waiting for, and it is the release date of Otomo The Complete Works, which actually was supposed to release tomorrow on January 21st, which is a Friday for me here in Japan. But I'd seen online that a couple bookstores had been selling a little bit early yesterday and today, so I've been scouring my local bookstores the last couple days to see if someone was releasing early in my neighborhood. After dinner tonight, I cruised over to my local bookstore, Ayumi Books here in Koenji, Tokyo, and they had them out, so I picked them up. So here I am, doing kind of an unboxing flip-through video for you. Obviously, I didn't prep that much. To be honest, I was making smash burgers and drinking beer earlier, and I thought I'll just run over and just see if they have them out yet, and they did. So not a lot of prep here, but let's just get into it. Of course, this Complete Works series is all of his stuff being re-released. We have a little bit of I know a little bit about the timeline here. This is a bad, printout of a picture, but we have Domu, or the English title, Domu, A Child's Dream, and the Complete Works 21 Animation AKIRA Storyboards one releasing this month in January. And then when we get into March, we're going to get Boogie Woogie Waltz and Animation AKIRA Storyboards 2. In May, we'll get Highway Star Scripts 1. When we get into July, we're going to get Animation AKIRA Storyboards 3 and Sayonara Nippon. I actually ran across a good copy of Sayonara Nippon last year. This is actually the 1989 re-release of the original 1982 release. Cover is so dope though, right? So I'm not doing a comparison video here between like old Domu and new Domu or anything like that. If the insides are different, and it is quite different, then I'll do that later on down the road. Then in September, we're going to get Fireball and the live action something something. And I'm looking forward to this one, his first release, #1 in November, Jusei, or in English, a gun report, maybe? The sound of a gun, gunshot sound. Not sure what the official English title is, but that's kind of the schedule they're going with. The advertisements for this have been up everywhere. Shibuya Station, Shinjuku Station, all the bookstores. So I'm looking forward to opening these and seeing what is inside. At any rate, let's get into it. Let's start off with Domu, A Child's Dream. There's something satisfying about opening a package of something you really want to read. Otomo Katsuhiro. I have to admit, if it wasn't for AKIRA, who knows if I'd even be in Japan today or have been here for as long as I have been, which is coming on 19 years now. All right, here, let me kind of get into it. Cover's sick. Look at this hard plastic slipcover, dust cover. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let's get into it. Of course, Domu's the story of, it's set in the backdrop of a danchi, or a housing project, kind of projects, where there's been a string of suicides, and then we have some detectives come in. I think they were Yamagawa and Tamura. And then we have the two main characters are Etsuko and Old Cho, who have psychic abilities. And of course, it's kind of a mystery detective, supernatural sci-fi story. That color page, splash page is sick. I believe this was originally released in 80 to 81. It got tankobon in 83. It got English in 95. Can you believe that? It was out for almost 15 years before it got an English release. And then Dark Horse did an omnibus of it and, a few releases of it and stuff. If anyone out there knows a lot about Domu and knows whether the insides that I'm showing now are different from the original, please let me know in the comments below, because I gotta be honest, I don't have a copy of the original. I have the original AKIRA series. I have some Otomo stuff around. I went to his big exhibition in 2012. I think it was in Ginza. He had a Kaneda bike there. It was so awesome. Like, I was standing on the side because the line to get on the bike and take pictures was really long. And then suddenly he popped up right next to me and started drawing on the wall. And he drew a picture of himself with like a comment above it. It was so sick. And me and my lady were standing there like, oh, dude, it's Otomo. And everyone was staring at what felt like us, but it wasn't us. It was obviously Otomo, but it was because we were kind of standing off to the side. Kind of a long story. The lady didn't see the line for the bike, and she just kind of ran up to the bike, and then the staff were like, wait, you gotta go stand in line. So we ran back away. It was the whole thing. And then Otomo popped up. But it was really cool seeing all the raws at that exhibition. Then I, of course, at the end of 2019 for the Art of Wall exhibition, Parco, Shibuya, I was down there. That was on my birthday. I was there with a whole crew from LA. Some friends were over, including the homie, Greg from Mishka. We're checking out the AKIRA exhibition and the Bear Brick opening. Anyways, I will shut up about my stuff. And let you enjoy the contents. I would like to see a bit more color other than that first opening page. There we have Old Cho sitting on the bench. I gotta admit, it's been forever since I read this. No, wait, no, that's the man. There he is. There's Old Cho with this crazy outfit. God, it's been too long. All right, there we go. Here we go. Getting out of the black and white into a little bit of two color. Again, someone help me out with this. Let me know what's different, what's the same. I like the size. Don't really care for the... Well, actually, the price of Domu was reasonable. I believe it was around 3,000 yen. I think it was on the outside of the wrapper. And the AKIRA Storyboards one, I think, was 4,400 yen. I just remember it came up to 7,000 something. Eureka. A ghost? A spirit? Oh, I remember this scene. This is a classic scene. The cutter. The box cutter. To the neck. That page is pretty sick. Minimal color, but yeah, it is what it is. What do we have here? At least I get a bookmark out of the deal. Is it a sticker? No, bookmark. This is a ticket. I've heard, so you get a special prize if you collect all 41 volumes that are released, and you have to collect these tickets from them. I don't really know how the system works. I just heard about it in our Discord group. If you want to join our Discord group, hop on over. Koenji-san Reviews, link in the banner there. And this must be the postcard that you send in with, I don't know, some proof that you've bought everything, or a fair amount of them. About ready to cough. Had to have a drink of beer. Alright. Pretty cool so far. The size is sick. I mean, I'm so used to reading small tankobons. I don't really buy bunkos because they're so damn small, but once in a while I do, depending on what they are. Great perspective. You go out to like Nerimaku, Itabashiku, you can see these old danchi like these government housing projects that were built during the, population boom of Japan. Now they're largely vacant. I know that the one that I live by, at one time there was 4 elementary schools next to it. Now there's 1 to accommodate the children. And that has to do a lot with, of course, falling birth rates, but also just that who wants to live like that, man, in these crazy giant projects? The ones that I remember being at one in Nerimaku once that had nets around the building, like a goddamn iPhone factory or something in China, where to prevent people from committing suicide, which Domu, the project in Domu, obviously does not have, because 30-some people have died by suicide. I love when it goes from like rough, or from like standard, drawings to this kind of rough sketch. Chaotic sketch. It adds some sort of tension or confusion to everything. I'm far from an Otomo expert, but obviously, I've been watching, buying, and collecting here and there over the last 30 years, so can't say I'm not a fan. I don't know if I like the word Japanophile, but a lot of us Japanophiles probably would not have been as intrigued, especially us manga fans, or if you're an anime fan, as intrigued about Japan and Japanese pop culture if it wasn't for Akira. So no matter what, you have to really respect what Otomo has done over these years. awesome. Very Akira-esque. I like how it's confined completely to this danchi, or this apartment complex, whereas Akira was vast, covering the whole city, the whole world, all of humanity. Again, I don't have the original Domu for reference right now. Might have to pick it up. Ooh, there's a good one to look at. Let's see what we got in the back here. I had read once that Otomo was inspired by an apartment building near where he lived, where there was a string of suicides. And that influenced this story quite a bit. That's cool. I wish there was a bit more like this in the back. Maybe 10, 15 pages of the kind of behind the scenes sketches and storyboarding of Domu. But what can you do? I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to pick up all 41 volumes of this series, because, you know, I like hunting retro used Gekiga, like different kinds of manga, hard to find stuff, really like, you know, underground niche stuff. But man, I don't know. I really do like these slipcovers though. They're pretty sick. All right, that is Domu. Next, let's take a look at The Complete Works 21 Animation AKIRA Storyboards 1. This was 4,000 yen. Domu was 2,700 yen, plus tax on both of those. All right. Can you see what the opening page looks like? Alright, we have A Konte no Migata, animation, A part, B part, animation, Yogo Kaisetsu. God, I haven't prepped anything, so I have no idea what we're going to look at here, but let's just take a look. Ah, I see. This is like Yogo Kaisetsu is like a dictionary of terms. Oh, it says here, Animation AKIRA Storyboards, technical terms. A way of looking at Animation AKIRA Storyboards? Maybe they should have hired me to edit the English, as that is what I do. But what can you do? Bank, pan down, frame in, rolling. All right. So I'm guessing this is just going to be a lot of storyboard sequences. I hope we get to see some Hirata Hiroshi artwork in here. R.I.P. He passed away recently, just the end of last year. And of course, he did the drip AKIRA logo, which is iconic, and which he was so good at. No. That would be a treat. Again, if anyone knows something about this that I do not know about, which is probably many of you, then please let me know. You know, I've probably watched Akira 20 times in my life, 30 times in my life, who knows how many. It was a mainstay when I was in high school and college. Everyone's got those few anime around that just anytime you're bored, you just throw one on in the background. Akira, Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D. It's a great era. But bam! Such a great scene. And the sparks flying off of the pipe. Very cool. Well, let's skip ahead a bit and see if we can find anything else. Ooh, that's also a very classic scene. Clown gang, boss man. Playing chicken with Kaneda. I think this is one of those art books you really have to take your time and go through. If you're an artist, you're probably going to appreciate it a lot more. If you're a die-hard fan, or if you've just, like me, you've just watched this anime over and over and over and over, then it's pretty fun to see kind of behind the curtain. I love the crowds. Top views of the crowds running. All those protesters and religious sects, religious groups, like crowding, like parading across the bridge. Like, those scenes are so iconic. Man, there is a lot in here too. That dude got smoked. Literally. Tear gas to the chest. Then being arrested. Wait, did we pass the... Sorry. I just want to see really quick. Oh, that's what I was looking for. How could I pass that? Another iconic scene of Akira. The continuity of Akira. Subway station. It is the dopest bike, dopest motorcycle in all of manga and anime. I've seen builds around Tokyo a couple times. Saw one down at the Moon Eyes Hot Rod Show down in Yokohama that's held every year, 1 year. This was probably back in, I don't know, 2016, around there, 2015. It was sick. Fans with money are the dopest. Tetsuo! I had a friend named Tetsuya growing up, and everyone called him Tetsuo because Akira was so famous at the time that they couldn't get Tetsuya, but they could get Tetsuo for some reason. Seems backwards to me, but that's how big of an impact Akira had on, especially, I don't know, people like me. Oh, there's another iconic scene in the riverbed. God, are they all... Maybe I've just watched it so many times that they're all iconic scenes to me. Alright, let's see what they got in the middle for us. Otomo The Complete Works 21. This is a sticker. Look at that. There's a little perforation right there. I don't know if you can see that. There's a line right here. Anyways. That's sick. I shall use it as a bookmark. And more of these tickets to be redeemed at a later time if I'm willing to buy 41 volumes at, I'm guessing, around, let's say, 3,000 yen on average, considering this was 4 and that was 27. Let's just say 3,000 yen. So, I don't know, I'm looking at around, $1,200, $1,300, something like that, to have the whole collection. That is wild. Do you know how much retro manga and used, really good quality manga I could find here for that much money? They just break it down into cuts. Or possibly acts, I could say. The doll of dolls. I wonder if Otomo ever tripped balls. Took a little acid. Went on a journey. Maybe some peyote. Maybe some DMT. Who knows, man? I was reading some Fukushima Masumi yesterday, and I was thinking the same thing. Every time I read Kaze Shinobu, I think the same thing. How much acid did this mofo take? Wait, we have color? That's about all you get. There's storyboards. You know what it is for me? It's kind of a trip down memory lane. Just remembering watching Akira so many times and seeing it storyboarded out like this is very nostalgic. Not sure if it's worth 4,400 yen with tax, but God, that detail is great. Well, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is it worth picking these up? You like them? What's the differences between Domu and original Domu, if any? What do you think about the AKIRA Storyboard 1? I have tons and tons of videos up here on my YouTube channel, and I also have a Patreon page, Koenji-san Reviews, where I show videos of stuff that is not safe and not appropriate for SNS unless you want to get Das Boot. And that's where I show the wild Gekiga, wild retro, wild horror stuff that I pick up and have in my collection of now about 1,100 volumes of weird and wild Japanese manga. So head over there if you would like to. But I am going to be back soon. I actually was going to post a video of some used bookstores in Shimokitazawa, but this came out suddenly and I decided to post this instead. So I'll delay that video until next week. And it is me manga hunting in Shimokitazawa at Hon Kichi and Kosho BBB, two used bookstores there. Kosho BBB happens to be my favorite used bookstore in Tokyo. So check out that video for sure. And leave a comment below if you like it or if you don't. I don't care. Leave a comment. Be nice. I was hoping for a little bit of more behind the scenes stuff in between. So maybe show, like act 1, take a break, show a little bit of the drawing process, maybe a little interview here and there. But I have not been so lucky. We have not been so lucky. Let's see what's in these last couple pages. If there is nothing, I am going to protest. That is pretty sick, though. And we get a one-page kind of, like atogaki of postscript. I don't know. Like little essay thing in the back, which I shall read later. And that's what you get. That's what you get for 4,400 yen. Am I going to review it? Am I going to rate it? No. I'm going to wait until more of them come out and I'll judge them later. But you, please let me know what you think of Otomo The Complete Works 21, Animation AKIRA Storyboards 1, and Domu The Complete Works 8. A Child's Dream. Thanks to everyone who subs, likes, and shares. You are all awesome. You are the reason why I make these videos, and I promise to keep them coming. And until next time, everyone, thanks for watching, and mata ne.